Okay, there we go. Alright, so that says streaming, so we're going to roll with this.
Hooray.
Hey guys, so hopefully this is all working now. We're going to see. But this is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about. I'm Bo.
I'm JP.
And hopefully, like I said, this is working. Yeah, so we do a live show every Thursday, normally at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time, right here on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I still don't think it's fucking working.
Maybe something. YouTube's been, or Facebook has been kind of weird.
Yeah, Facebook's been fucking up. Let's see. Some may have been filtered out. Just finished the YouTube video. Fuck. I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
It's streaming to Twitch right now. Fuck. This feels stupid.
Hooray!
Facebook, restream. What's going on? You're pissing me off. I pay money for this fucking shit.
Just finished the YouTube video. We're not even on YouTube anymore.
No, something weird is fucking going on.
Hooray! One person on Twitch. We're winning.
What is going on? This is nuts. All right. You know what? Twitch people, how's it going? This is So Like You Know, the podcast your mother warned you about. This is the show for July 11th, 2019. I don't know what the fuck is going on. We're on YouTube and we're on Twitch now. So,
just open this up.
Facebook has gone full idiot. You introduce. I'm going to tell people on the Facebook page to check out on YouTube.
What do we...
Tell them where they can find us.
Oh, okay. So if you listen to us, you could usually find us on Facebook, Not Tonight, YouTube, Twitch, Stitcher, Smart Radio, iTunes, iHeartRadio, any other major place you'd be able to find us.
Yo.
So please go there, listen, chat with us on Twitch right now because we're experiencing technical difficulties, or YouTube.
Yeah. This is dumb. This is super dumb. Sorry, guys. We miss a week, then we come back and Facebook isn't working. Idiots. It's probably because of the I don't know. I could find plenty of reasons to bitch. It's not worth the time. Whatever. So if anyone's watching on YouTube or Twitch, can you please comment so that we know at least the chats are working? We don't have to open up other windows. That would be super helpful. Maybe some point in time it'll go to Facebook.
Maybe, maybe not.
Ugh. It's ridiculous. All right, tell them about the beer again.
So, tonight we usually like to start off our show with the craft brew.
In review.
Tonight we are drinking the Union Jack IPA from Firestone Walker Brewing Company. It is an IPA with 7-point ABV. This aggressively hopped West Coast IPA showcases stunning pineapple, citrus, and piney aromas along with exceptional dry hop flavors of grapefruit and tangerine. This intense brew finds a balance in honey-like pale malt sweetness. The name Union Jack is a nod to the colonial original origins of the IPA and the British expert who co-founded the brewery.
Oh, I thought you were asking me.
I just looked at it again and just like sounded it out. Expert.
All right. Share now. Hopefully people get that.
Expatriate?
What? Where are we at?
No, like that one word that...
Expatriate? Experiate! Experiate. That's what it is. It's that. I don't know what this is. This is annoying! That's what this is. Bitches. Ugh. I paying for something and not getting it is... Wow, I don't pay for hookers. That's what that makes it sound like. I don't know. Like the other day when our internet was down, thanks Comcast, I was like, what the hell, man? What the hell?
Came back by the end of the night.
Yeah, but I still wanted to complain.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I want free time. Not really. I don't care about an hour and a half. You know what? I could bitch all night. It ain't worth the time. Anyways, so as you know, we always start our show with this. We're going to drink this, and we're going to let you know what we think at the end of the show, what we think of it. Moving forward, we got SLYK feed.
where we geek on your week.
Yeah. So, this week, we are going to talk about other things, and I am going to stop trying to figure out the issue and just pay attention to you guys.
It sounds like you need to unwind. Maybe with a beer that has caffeine in it.
Is that how you unwind? That sounds like I'd wind up a little more, but you know what? I don't care because
I think it cancels it out.
I want to try this. So if we have any friends that are in, what was it? We got Florida, Georgia,
Pennsylvania.
I
don't remember. There are only 5 states that are they're first premiering this beer.
So
that we're talking.
Pabst Blue Ribbon has just released a hard coffee. Yes. So in the traditional coffee stout fashion, though a little bit sweeter, by a little bit I mean a lot of it, the creator of the beer actually compared it to the sweetness of Yoo-hoo, or alcoholic Yoo-woo, as I typed earlier. Yeah, so I'm excited to try this one, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get our hands on it, because like I said, it's only going to be in 5 states, so we're going to do our best to see what we can get.
For now, it's going to be only in 5 states.
For now. Well, I don't know. It makes me worried that we're not going to be able to get more, and I'm like, no! Like that. That's what I do. That's how I scream no. I know, that's logical, right?
Did you scream that in 7-Eleven?
No! Shush, don't tell people about that.
I'm just saying.
I had a weird moment in 7-Eleven, and it confirmed with me that I am not a good human. I laughed at stuff I shouldn't have. That's what it came down to. Alright, so I got it up right here. Let's see, is there any comments or anything?
He saw his beehole in the gas station mirror.
Testing. Oh my gosh, that's scary. Alright, so we sent testing. Let's see if it pops up there. So, anyways, yeah. Is that Facebook?
No.
Oh. What are you watching on?
Oh. I guess I wasn't watching it on.
He's figuring it out. But yeah, so if you guys want to have a chance to check that out, you're going to have to be in one of those states. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty cool. We are interested. It's going to be a 5% ABV, and I want to get our hands on that. It's not here locally. There's no information as to when it's going to be near us. But if you're on the East Coast and you can get your hands on it, try yourself one, and then maybe send us one too. That would be fantastic. We'd really appreciate it. So it works. It works. It didn't work for me, but it works.
No. Forget it doesn't show up at the bottom. It shows up up top.
Hello, hello. Hello. Yeah, so this is going to be a pretty dead show. We're just going to be talking to ourselves because Facebook can sit on it, apparently.
Let's thinking about it.
Or restream. Whoever's screwing us right now, that's who can sit on it. I'm frustrated. So, anyways, what else do we got? God, I feel unmotivated now.
Give me the Pabst Blue Ribbon. The hard coffee. Because I had Pabst Blue, like, what is it, Old Cannon? Like,
I don't think I've had any other flavor of Pabst Blue Ribbon aside from Pabst Blue Ribbon. Which recently, so I came up here and I started working on show notes. And I was drinking this Budweiser right here. And, it's disgusting. Jen says, Christ, Twitch is fucked. How so? What's it doing? That's what I want to know.
I had this from them.
Old Tankard Ale from Pabst Blue Ribbon?
The...
Jen, you're a fan of Pabst. What other flavors? Have you ever anything else aside from like traditional Pabst Blue Ribbon?
I've had the Old Tankard at Mother Muffs. It was like one of their special beers. I was like, what's good? It was like the Old Tankard from PBR. I was like, hold on. It was like, it's good. Believe me. I was like, if it's not, you're buying me this beer.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty good. So I was like...
That's surprising. Jen says it won't stop buffering every 2 seconds. What the hell? So everything's just kind of trying to ultimately screw us over right now. That is what is occurring. So...
Well, Xfinity did go down like yesterday.
Yeah, maybe that's what's going on.
And they still might be experiencing trouble.
So whoever caused this issue, screw you guys. You suck.
I think it's the sun.
Yeah.
Or a wild piece of styrofoam.
Possibly. Jen says, fuck no, I'm a proud hipster. Pure. That's fair, Jen. I completely agree and understand that. YouTube is working now.
Did you say pure or poor?
I'm a poor hipster. That's fair. I mean, at the time, you drink Pabst when you're poor, and then you try other beers and you realize, wow, Pabst was actually pretty damn good. I've gone back to it recently. And I'm like, what is going on?
Way better than Hams.
It's better than Hams. That's not hard to do. It's better than Budweiser. It's better than Coors. All of the other ones are like, they don't have any flavor anymore. Pabst still has like, at least it's like a basic flavor to it.
She says both.
Both. I accept that. It's fair. It's solid. Good rationale. So yeah. I feel like I should message Liz and be like, "Hey, get on YouTube instead." I'm gonna do that.
Better than Lone Star, she says.
What is Lone Star?
Isn't that like a steak place?
Oh.
No, Lone Star is a beer.
Facebook is having issues. Wait.
Love us on YouTube.
Yeah. Show us some YouTube love. Copy. Send. Okay.
In a strictly platonic way.
Yeah.
Or not.
Daniel, we're going to send it right there too. There we go. Off to Daniel. Okay, so we got Jen. Thank you. We appreciate you so much, and then hopefully we'll have Liz and Daniel here soon. We need our supporters. It makes me feel better.
I'm a supporter.
Yes, you are. You are quite the supporter. The supporter become co-host. So, yes. All right. So, what else do we got? Oh, this one's pretty insane. So after 67 years, Mad Magazine has announced they're going to stop making new material. Yeah, I don't know about you. I grew up with Mad Magazine. It's pretty sure where a lot of my screwed up humor came from. That and my parents' weird jokes. But
that spawned like Mad TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Mad Magazine came, Mad TV came. I'm pretty sure Mad Magazine helped spawn The Onion. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Mad Magazine was the satire of the era that was for everyone, not just in the business section of the newspaper with jokes that you had to be so in depth into the politics that no one gets it. Mm-hmm. Jen says, finally, print is dead. It is moving that
That's what
way.
I was saying. It's like Mad Magazine. I'm like, what is that? What gun is that for? I was just like, no one has magazines anymore.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Playboy hasn't just like gone full digital.
It's so sad, man.
Which they do have the Playboy channel, so it's just like,
yeah. Well, there's the internet. That's the important part. But yeah, so they announced they're going to be ceasing all publication, but they are still publishing new material. They're going to keep on the magazine, though. So that's the crazy part. But all of it's just going to be a re-release of their old stuff. Except for one issue a year. Every year it's going to be the annual issue.
Sports Illustrated
kind of.
Mad Magazine.
That will be like the new content for the year. So hopefully it's going to be like super thick, super awesome, and I might actually buy Mad Magazine again. But yeah, it's like Jen says, print is dead, so it's not terribly surprising.
No one's buying it.
Yeah, it's just kind of sad.
I don't remember the last time I picked up a magazine.
Shit, man. Me either. It has been quite some time. So, shit. When was the last time aside from like my Disney Adventures magazines I have downstairs I was going through, that's about it as far as like my interaction with magazines have gone. So, just crazy stuff. Not counting like, catalogs and shit.
Work stuff.
Yeah. So, that's for work. I want to make a zine. It's going to be the new version of the internet magazine, the zine. That sounds really cool. Oh, there's a definition. A magazine, especially a fanzine. A webzine. Ooh. Jen, do that. I would totally read your webzine. That makes it sound like I'm reading your fortune. Jumped up. Wow, Zion has been in use since the 1800s?
And then it dipped, and it took a spike.
Ooh, yeah, 1840 wasn't a good year for the word Zion. Zine! Sup, Beardrick? So, yeah, but like I said, so we're kind of losing Mad Magazine, but at least we get that annual episode every year. So, some good stuff. I mean, that's hopefully makes the content a lot better. You know, if we're just going to be getting one every year.
Yeah, but it's going to be like, they're going to try and hit like things that are relevant like 9 months ago. And you're just like,
dude, it's like us. It's like we do our videos, and then like there's good stuff, but I don't. It's like something that's 3 weeks old, and I'm like, that's not even worth talking about anymore. Shit.
or if it happened Friday, so if something happens tomorrow, it's almost not worth us talking about it the next
It really
show.
is, yeah,
because like everyone will be talked about it at length and been like, oh yeah, like that. That's like so 3 weeks ago.
Oh my god, you're like SLYK. Why are you talking about this? Yeah. I've actually we've had those commenters before, so it wouldn't be too surprising. Don't blame me, guys. I mean, news travels quick on the internets. That's just a fact. Speaking of stuff that's traveling quick, YouTuber Belle Daphne, she sold all of her bathwater in like a day and a half, I think.
Yep, she sold out twice.
Yeah, sold out twice. So if you guys don't know who Belle Daphne is, she is a YouTuber that's just...
I didn't know.
Yeah, she's popular for being pretty, really. Gamer. She is a streamer. But the big thing, though, is that she has made a solid thing on totally taking advantage of, you know, her fan base. Which, dude, you got to give her props. Her most recent thing is that she sat in a bathtub and was filling up jars, and she was selling her bathtub water for $30 a jar. That's amazing. That is amazing tactics right there.
Yeah, but how can you know that it is an actual thing? It's like, unless it was like vacuum sealed where it has that pop when you open it.
Well, I guess if she sat in really hot water, did that, and then got cold, it would totally pop. But, I mean... I'm saying it's a solid rationale. I gotta give it to her.
I'm fine with this. But she did put out the stipulation where it's like, this isn't for drinking. This is for just like holding on to it as
do not drink my bathwater.
Yeah, she said that.
Yeah. So,
and like she could get in trouble because, you know, when you're taking a bath, there are like your bodily fluids are mixing in. Some of it like kind of fecal-esque.
Yeah.
So then it's like, now it's a biohazard. But you can actually send urine to like you can mail it to a different person, as long as it's a form of art. So like Twitch is in that weird gray sphere where you're just like, I don't know. It's like, is it art? It's like someone wants to buy memorabilia. I mean, people buy locks of hair. Of
as long as you're not
actors.
selling it as food, then you don't need a food license. Jen says she's in on the joke. Check out our Pornhub. It's major troll material. And yeah, we talked about that I think a few weeks ago. Is that she had agreed that if her channel got like 1 million subscribers or something, that she would start up a Pornhub channel. And she didn't say. She didn't say what was going to be on
what type of content was going on there.
But yeah, it's not exactly all safe for work, but it's not, you know, full nudity, like dirty stuff like that. So yeah, I mean it's total troll, and she's using her fame to the best of her abilities, and I have no problem with that. Yeah. If she's gonna roll on those thirsty people, good job.
$30 and she's only maybe 19 right now.
Yeah,
she could retire at 25
easily, as long as she spends it right. You see some of those YouTubers, they go out and spend the expensive cars, buy the big houses, and I was like, when YouTube finally goes downhill, or your channel does, what the hell are you gonna do with those taxes? Beardrick says, I want to use the gamer girl water in an exorcism.
The power of Monster or Red Bull or whatever fancy energy drink.
Yeah, I mean, that is gold right there. That is absolute gold. So, just insane. Like I said, I have mad respect for her, so good job.
you did the best with what you had. And that's how it should be. Net worth $500,000. Damn. Good job.
That's what they're estimating.
It may be well more than that. And that may be pre-bathwater.
Yeah, could be.
So, yeah. Solid stuff. Awesome stuff. I mean, you go, girl. I have lots of respect for you. So, I mean, she actually looks like an anime character. That's the wild part. I know makeup, it does magic, but still, awesome. All right, moving forward, we got some game news. Nintendo has just released they released the information about the new release of the new Nintendo Switch.
There were a lot of gaming sites that predicted that they'd be releasing something.
Oh yeah, I mean they needed
out this fall.
They needed a new handheld. Because I mean, really, when you think about it, the Nintendo Switch isn't much of a handheld system. You can bring it with you, but it's kind of large and cumbersome.
But it comes with a kickstand, so you just play it.
Yeah, but not everyone's gonna do that. The cool part about it is, yeah, it's got the regular Switch has the kickstand and stuff, but you can't charge it while you're playing like that, so it makes it pointless. But you, it's so the Nintendo Switch Lite is the new one that's coming out. It's only gonna be $199, but it has the same processing speed, has the same power. But you are getting a slightly smaller screen, not even a whole inch smaller, just slightly smaller. So Nintendo Switch is sitting at 6.2 inches. The Switch Lite is going to be at 5.5 inches, so you're not actually losing that much. And then what else do we got? So it's not going to have removable controllers.
Nope.
It's not going to have the rumble pad. It's not going to have the IR motion camera, which I never use.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not even sure what it's for.
The games that did use it didn't really use it well, and then most games just completely forget about it.
Yep.
So it's just like, I don't know, it's a weird thing because the original Switch is a $300 purchase, so this is $100 less,
which I mean makes it much more acceptable for some people.
Yeah, I mean this is definitely something that if you traveled a lot and you just didn't want to mess with anything, or you have kids or something like that and you don't want to spend that much money, this is a pretty low price point for a gaming console. Yep. $200, and the lowest one used to be the stripped out Xbox where it was set at $250.
Oh yeah,
where it's just no hard drive.
Yep. Jen says, didn't they say it will have less games? And you are right, it will. But those games are going to be ones that are directly tied to the regular Switch. So you won't have the Labo. You're not going to have all versions of Mario Party, which require, like JP was saying earlier, the rumble possibilities. It's going to have motion sensing or motion any kind of camera stuff on it. It's not going to have that. And then it doesn't have the removable nunchucks, so you don't have 2-player mode anymore. So yeah, I mean, you are going to be missing some.
You can,
games.
but you need to get like another.
Yeah, and you can link up nunchucks to it. So yeah, you're not wrong. It's definitely going to have less games, but it's going to play all the main games that everyone are really playing right now. As far as Breath of the Wild, Mortal Kombat, stuff like that. So if that's what you're rolling for, yeah. Jen says, okay, I'll miss out on the $200 cardboard. Dude, the cardboard stuff is
expensive,
too overpriced,
and it's more of a novelty than like the VR is.
Oh, I know.
I'm just like,
no, man, it's ridiculous. I can't fathom wanting to spend that much money on a cardboard toy that it really doesn't serve much of a purpose for me. So yeah, like I said, you're not wrong. It's going to have less games, but it's the same processing power. It's going to have all that. And then prior to the full release, they're actually going to be doing a release of the Nintendo Switch Lite for the new Pokemon game that's coming out. And so the case on it is going to be you can either get yellow, turquoise, or blue for the regular one, but this one's going to be for the new Pokemon game, is going to have a case based around that. So you get your Pokemon handheld Nintendo again, which is super cool. Yeah, I mean, that kind of makes it exciting for me already.
Oh, it's a gray.
Yeah.
Like a dark charcoal gray.
Yep. So, I mean, I think it's cool. It's solid, like I said, and it's much smaller, so it makes it more, good for trips and stuff like that. And then Nintendo did say they are working on a possibility for transferring games to like a server, and then you can play that in other locations. And now JP had said earlier, he was like, I'm just kind of surprised they don't have that now. But my rationale with that was, like, for me, Nintendo it's the cartridge game system. So if you're missing out, it's your game goes on the cartridge, and that's where your game is. So it made sense to me. That's where it saves. It's just going to be right there, and it functions as the cartridge itself. So, I mean, it was never really something I was worried about. But then again, I'm not the kind of person that could afford more than one Switch, or would want to spend money on more than one Switch.
You're only one person.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go somewhere and be so worried about that. So, yeah, I mean, everyone's got their different reasons, but I think this is a fantastic idea. $100 less. It's going to last an extra 3 hours. Last a total of 3 hours on battery playing Breath of the Wild, which you normally get about an hour and a half out of the regular Switch.
Really? Okay.
Oh, Breath of the Wild taxes that. So, yeah. If you want to play Switch like on a flight, you have to get a high output battery cell, which Nintendo has them. But buying them from like Walmart, you might as well just go get the Nintendo branded one. Jen says it's hard as a gamer couple. We both want a Switch, but now we can both have one. Yeah, and exactly.
Yep.
And like I said, that was something else they had talked about, was that they'll be able to do multiplayer, in that scenario.
They'd be stupid not to allow.
Yeah, because it's a Wi-Fi Connect. I don't know if it's going to be a system-to-system Bluetooth, kind of like in the old Game Boy Colors and stuff like that.
No, you just had that one cord.
Yeah.
Goes in between both things.
Dude, I would be totally fine with that. The nostalgia point for that
trade Pokemon
would be solid. Man. So yeah, I think that's fantastic. I mean, and Jen makes a great point. If you were to try to get two of those, it'd be $600, and that's probably why a lot of families can't do that.
Now you're only at $500.
$400.
No, like if you already have a Switch and you
the
Switch Lite.
Yep. So you can get the Switch for the TV and get a Switch Lite. Save a bunch of money. So yeah, I think that's fantastic. So
we'll see how the market deals with it when it releases this fall.
I hope it does really well. I really do.
I mean, they're no longer supporting the DS anymore. So like this is where there's like we're kind of missing out of the mobile gaming market now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Nintendo doesn't release really any games onto the phone. They had that Mario running game, and that was about it. So. This is a good break back into the handheld game, which, I mean, they've always been the king when it came to that anyways.
Even when they're gone, they're still outselling any other.
Yeah. No, I mean, when you're like, oh, I need a handheld gaming system, most people aren't going to think of the PSP. Nope. They're not going to think about any of those little Walmart version things.
The N-Gauge.
The N-Gauge, yep. So all that stuff, they're immediately thinking Nintendos, their Game Boys and stuff like that. So
I think of Game Gear. But sometimes when you say mobile,
you are the only human who probably still thinks of Game Gear.
I was like, oh man, that feels bad.
So harsh. Yeah, no, I've always been Nintendo. So, but yeah, no, I think that's fantastic. So good on them. Excellent work. Good job. But speaking of doing a good job, we always want to tell you about one of our awesome other media people for SLYK, and that's Shell with Shell Shock Cosplay.
Woo!
Yeah, you can follow her on Twitter and Facebook. But the big thing she does is she's part of a jousting sword equestrian group called Knights of the Tempest. So if you guys are into the Renaissance-esque jousting fighting awesomeness of that, make sure you follow their Facebook page at Knights of the Tempest. Also on Instagram or on Twitter at Knights Tempest. And they also got a website, knightsofthetempest.com/shop, where you can get links to buy their tickets for their upcoming shows. So, super cool stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. Oh my god, I forgot about those. So, super awesome, super cool. Make sure you do that. It's worth your time. JP's looking up old game console systems, and it's
Handheld.
like
Handheld.
handheld, and like the scroll up. So we got no further.
Atari.
Yes, the Atari Lynx was one that I actually got to play on. I think that was one of my dad's friends had that. The Game Gear, I only ever played, I think, one game on that POS.
Sega.
Yeah. I still have my original Game Boy.
The Sega Nomad. Fuck.
Dude, I never played anything on that. I got my Game Boy Color downstairs,
Yep.
but I'm going to be modding that one soon because I'm going to put a backlit screen into that one, so I'm excited to do that little mod.
Geos.
Wonders. Game Boy Advance.
Engage.
Yep.
It was the phone /
Dude,
game console.
I mean, the crazy part is you think about it. You know what was really great handheld game system for me? My TI-86.
Oh, right.
I loved making games for that. It was fantastic. So, yeah, man, all that crazy stuff. I'm sad I had a PSP and then they came out with the Vita, and it was like, shit, I want the Vita.
I had like Generation 1, Generation 2, Generation 3 PSP.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get the Go. I was like, thank God I didn't get the Go. When the Vita came out, I was like, yeah, that looks like actually pretty decent.
Yeah. Hannah's got the 3DS.
I didn't see the Game Boy Advance SP.
That it probably talks about in the advanced area.
Oh, yeah, the SP with the folding one.
Yep.
I was like, that's the one that I had.
So, and then, I mean, the biggest one that's coming out is like the NVIDIA one. Is that in there? Is that like maybe on the bottom or something? Scroll down.
Shield?
Yep, the NVIDIA Shield. So that's another one that's died super quick. So, yeah, you do your things. But anyways, now we are on to SLYK
Tube Slickers.
Yeah, so if you guys are big fans of the Sandman series, which is an absolutely fantastic graphic art novel by writer Neil Gaiman, Netflix just recently ordered a series from him.
Woo.
Yeah, so that's a big one. We have the whole series. Hannah really enjoyed that one. It's fantastic. The art is phenomenal. It's really excellent, stylistic.
75 issue series.
Yep. We waited till there was the big
anthology.
Yeah.
It's like,
so it's a lot easier to do that. Same with a few of the other comics. You're just like, I'm going to let like 10 come out and then buy that one.
I do that with Vinland Saga.
Yeah.
Wait for the volumes to come out.
Yeah.
Instead of
it makes more sense because then you get that. I really need to do that because I have them all on digital, but I'm like, I want the hard copies. This one I won't because that just sits there and it looks so pretty.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so the comic is actually made by DC Comics, and it's going to be made into a small 11-episode series, so we're going to be looking for that to come out. But if you guys haven't read any of it at all, it's absolutely fantastic. It's essentially about a guy who like controls all the dreams.
Morpheus.
Morpheus?
Hmm?
Oh, look, you have notes. The comic starred Morpheus, Lord of the Dreams, was part of a group of mortal beings called the Endless. But yeah, no, it's absolutely phenomenal. You guys should check this out, and I really am excited for this to be on Netflix. So,
do you think it's going to be live action, or is it going to be like...
Oh, it's live. It's going to be live action.
Totally
live action. It's going to be live action. I bet you it's going to be like in the style of...
Constantine?
No. Shit. Android movie with Harrison Ford. Oh, I'm brain farting hard. Ah, fuck it. That one.
Blade Runner.
Yeah, Blade Runner. Thank you.
I was like, I'm going to let you struggle with that.
Yeah. I bet you it's going to be in the style of Blade Runner.
Hmm.
That would be my guess if they were gonna pick any kind of style. That seems like it would be good. Because if they tried to do the style of the actual comic, I think it'd be lacking. That or it would end up costing too much to try to do that.
It'd be like the Spawn from the 1990s.
Yes, it would be exactly like that. So we can always hope. But speaking of graphic novels and manga, and like JP was saying earlier, Vinland Saga. We've been talking about Vinland Saga for a while now, and we have been super excited for it to come out. So, if you guys don't know what Vinland Saga, it's basically the only Viking anime or manga that I've been able to find of any interest. And it follows a young Viking by the name of Thorfinn, who is
Out for revenge.
Out for revenge for someone or something. I can't say too much. But he's out for revenge, and he's just a little badass dude.
The person who killed his father. I mean, didn't he? Someone killed him.
I don't know. But either way, you guys should really check that out. If you haven't read the manga, which is, I'm already sad for you. It's an absolutely fantastic manga. But I've watched the first 2 episodes now. The first 3 have come out on Amazon Prime.
Yep.
Which is the only place it's streaming right now.
For now.
Yeah. But if you guys have the opportunity, I suggest you check it out. Because the first 2 episodes were so on point with the manga, I was blown away. And I think it's because they saw really the audience outcry for, this
good
anime.
adaptation. I've been singing its praise long before it was even like in production of being an anime. I was just like, have you heard about this?
Well, yeah, you suggested to me this in like 2016.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, this has been a big thing for a long while, and I think at that time they were only on book 4, 5
maybe.
So this has been a long time coming. It's absolutely exceptional manga. And then the anime is really on point. It's actually done by the same artist as Wit Studios as Attack on Titan. So super awesome,
And
super cool.
Ancient Magus Bride.
Yes.
So beautiful art in both of them, and they're well translated into Vinland Saga.
It really is. It is a beautiful anime.
Which is like what my mind imagined it being, like reading the beautifully illustrated like manga, and I was just like, huh. And then I see that, and I was like, huh. That's about right. That's about right.
And I'm so happy it didn't turn into Berserk Season 2.
How are the voices? Does it match what you had in your head?
No,
okay.
It's really... I haven't gotten to... I can't remember his name. The Pirate Pants guy. With the blonde hair.
Did you want to say that?
Huh?
Do you want to say his name? Thorkel?
Thorkel, thank you. I haven't gotten to him yet, so I'll be interested to hear how his voice is.
What do you think of Mark Hamill? Mark Hamill's Joker?
I don't know. It's definitely a higher pitch, though. Like, not laughing Joker higher pitch, but I think...
I'm thinking of that one...
He could be like an Ichigo.
I
think Ichigo would be a good voice for
one
him.
captain in Bleach who has like black hair and he has that
I
scar
like that we
across
both
his
went
neck.
for Bleach. Oh, yeah. With the red hair?
No, not red hair. Like his captain.
Oh!
Like his Zanpakuto was like
Yeah.
always sealed, but he had like a high spiritual energy.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. No, that would be a good one, too.
Please not Goku's voice.
God, Goku's anime voice,
In
Japanese
Japanese
anime voice, is the worst. It is the absolute worst.
I mean, it's grown on me, but it's like it took a while.
I watched 50 episodes with that voice, and every episode was terrible. It was so terrible because I couldn't get past it, and the scream's just as bad. So yeah, I don't suggest that. Don't do that. Don't do it to yourself. Just watch the American version when it comes to fucking Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball's actually better in the Japanese.
Yeah,
I like that one more.
So.
We talking about Goku? Yes, Jen. We are talking about Goku's terrible shite voice
In Japanese.
So, but yes. So make sure you check out Vinland Saga. Like I said, the first 3 episodes are out on Prime Video right now. Sadly, once you finish, though, you have to wait 3 weeks before we get the episode 4. So that's coming out on July 29th.
Shit's stupid.
Yes, and then the following episode is coming out August 5th. So it's almost like they were like, okay, we're going to give you the first 3.
But you have to wait.
But unless you watch them 1, 2, 3 weeks, you're just gonna have to deal with this.
So I'm fine. I was waiting.
Yeah.
You're just like, have you even watched it yet? I was like, now with this release schedule, it's like, I don't really need to.
Yeah, I ain't doing that. I ain't waiting. I'm impatient.
Well, yeah, like you popped it up. You popped up. It's like, where's it? Sure, yeah. It's like, I think it's on Amazon Prime. And he's like, boop boop. It's like, I'm excited.
Yep. I watched it at lunch. I wasn't waiting. I couldn't, and I'm glad I didn't wait. I'd rather wait the 3 weeks than have to wait for the first episode. I was just too damn excited. Vikings are awesome. A little scary, but awesome. Yeah. So, but on the point of anime, as reported by Crunchyroll, My Hero Academia is getting a new movie. Yay.
Sweet.
Yes. So the new movie is going to be called Heroes Rising. Now, a little thing, we don't have the release date for the American theatrical release, but it's usually about a month or two afterwards, which I think is about how it rolled out with Two Heroes. So the Japanese theatrical release date for this one is December 20th. Super cool. Really excited for this one. And the show writer, well, he's actually the show writer for the anime and for the last movie. The last movie,
Oh, nice.
which made me cry and tear up with joy and scream plus ultra in the theater with the rest of the people. Because it was so good.
Fucking nerds.
But Yosuke Kuroda is going to be writing this one as well, which is super awesome. So, good job, sir. I'm glad you're back on board. I didn't think it would be anyone else. But that does just make me super happy. Yay. I'm just...
Season 4 is coming out the next...
It's coming out in October.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So
I thought it was
season-
2020. I was like, oh, fuck.
No. Season 4 is coming out in October. So, and that's the point is, that was something that Yosuke was talking about, is that he didn't want... He wanted people to understand that this wasn't supposed to be a finale for Season 4. That's not the whole point of it. So, just something to keep in mind. So this is going to be another kind of side one. It's like canon, uncanon. So, I mean, that's essentially how Two Heroes was. It was canon, uncanon. Like, you didn't really need to watch it, but it's too emotional and fantastic to not watch it. Oh my god, did you find another slice of life ridiculous one? Did you see the one? There's a new one about tights.
No, I hadn't.
It's a
seen it.
5-minute short about tights. It's so strange. Derek says, "Yay!" Said my A is an issue on the new phone. I can tell, but that's okay. We still love you. So are we watching this after the show?
Mm. This basically translates into like, how many kilos do you lift?
All right, we're gonna watch another goofball slice of life. Urihime. Anyways, yeah, fantastic stuff. But so this is super cool. If you guys haven't a chance to watch Two Heroes, do watch it. It's so good. It's so good. I bought it. It's the only anime movie I've ever purchased. Everything else I watch online. You have your massive collection. But it's the only anime movie I've ever bought because I've already watched it 4 times since I bought it. So I was like, this is so good. It makes me so happy inside. Go Plus Ultra! Yes. So...
Do they have Japanese and English versions? Or is it just...
No, they have both.
Okay.
So you can enjoy both. And then we'd gotten the Blu-ray, so it's got... Oh, that's what I meant. I was going to give you the code.
Oh.
Because it's for Funimation. I don't have a Funimation account. Which kind of annoys the shit out of me. Because it's like, can't I just put it on my fucking Google?
It was on Verve. And you're just like...
Dicks. Just dicks. It just makes me more grumpy. Whatever. Beardrick, yes! So, yeah. Really excited for this. But, yeah. So, watch Two Heroes. Super good. Fantastic. But Heroes Rising... I'm probably expecting this is probably going to come out January, February of 2020. That's kind of what I'm planning on as far as like getting my hopes up. It's like getting my hopes up.
I mean, we're damn near there. We're halfway there.
Oh, I know. It's coming quick, dude. It's coming quick. So, yeah. But lots of anime and stuff. I love when we have a lot of anime news.
That's fine.
It makes
that's
me
fine.
happy.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, Crunchyroll sponsor us.
Or Funimation.
Or Funimation. I'll stop complaining. I understand why they left. I do. It doesn't. It was a smart business move for money, but it still makes me sad. So I mean, you can't blame them for wanting to go to Hulu. It's an extra paid service. They get more money out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't blame them, but. God, Verve and Crunchyroll is such a solid service, and it always works, and they have so many options. It's so good. But, you know, that's how I am.
Verve can sponsor us, too.
Verve is Crunchyroll.
We're not picky.
I want Crunchyroll first. Well, Crunchyroll, Verve, same thing. But speaking of anime news, Akira. If you guys don't know what Akira is, it was a big, awesome anime that had come out, based on a manga. I should say that. Came out in '89.
A rather large manga series.
Yes. It was a total of 20?
I don't know the exact number.
I don't know. But it was. It was a really big manga series. And it ran from... 84, 87? JB's going to look it up. But it did run until 1990, which was the last one. But Akira, which actually came out in 1990, was released prior to the end of the actual manga series. So something that's really cool about this is that the original creator, Katsushiro Otomop, is... Or Otomo, not Otomop.
Otomop.
I really looked up and I was like, Otomop. That's not the right name. Is going to be doing a... They're going to be doing a anime series sequel to the movie, as well as a 4K remaster of the original Akira movie, which is super awesome.
Kanada!
So Katsushiro actually stated that the series is going to be way more inclusive, considering that the movie was only capable of so much, being that it was, it did get the end of the whole manga. So, really super awesome. You guys should if you haven't a chance to see Akira, I watched it for the first time at Salt Lake Comic Con like 7 years ago, and it was really cool. So my first experience with Akira was actually in a IMAX theater.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I got to go. I watched it in IMAX, like high def. Super badassitude. It ran from 1982 to 1990. So, yeah. So it's a fantastic anime movie. But you guys should really check that out. But as far as the manga, like I said, it didn't have the last whole year. It was missing a whole year worth of manga story. So we'll be getting that soon. Super excited. I don't have a date on that yet, but as we find out more, we will let you know, because that's what we do. We like to give you information. So
hopefully the live action movie, that adaptation is going to be decent.
No. It never is.
I don't have high hopes.
We've got low hopes.
Was there a good anime that ever adapted well to live action?
No. Not that I can think of. I think the only one that might have a chance is maybe if...
Cowboy Bebop?
I was going to say, is Cowboy Bebop if they do it right. But they're going to have to do a lot right.
Because so many live action...
There's a lot
adaptations
of stuff
that were made in Japan and just weren't up to snuff. I was just like,
There's a lot of stuff that they're really going to have to get just right with a lot of these animes. And they're not doing that. They're screwing up something fierce. I don't know. We can hope for the best. That's really what it comes down to. No, Avatar: The Last Airbender does not even count as far as a live adaptation. That was some bullshit. Yeah. What, Netflix's bankrolling remake? Oh, yeah, I forgot about it. We talked about that one. Airbender is going to be getting a series on Netflix, which hopefully doesn't suck as well. Ugh. Waste. What a waste of time. Waste of time. So, anyways, but super excited for Akira. We'll be the more information we get on that, the more we'll let you know. Now, last bit of information. Mulan.
Woo!
Yes, staying in that Asian culture. Mulan just released their first teaser trailer for the new live-action movie that's going to be coming out, and it just looks like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon versus Mongolians. So, don't get me wrong, that's not a complaint. That's not a complaint. I mean, and Mulan, the Disney movie, is based on a original story that is of Japanese culture or Chinese culture, and so the part that's, and so Disney did their own thing. They made it into the musical, which is fun and interesting. But the part that's kind of bothering me about this, now that I've seen the trailer come out, is that every scene in it is her obviously as a woman fighting.
Yeah. Which don't
get me wrong, I love badass women.
She was supposed to be
I absolutely love badass women. They're super fucking cool. I like a woman that can beat my ass. Love you, Hannah. And so, but the part that bothers about me is, like JP's just saying, is the whole lore, the whole...
She was supposed to be disguised.
Based on it, yeah. She was supposed to be disguised as a man because it is, ancient China.
Like patriarchal society.
Yes, that's just how it was, and she was supposed to come out, kind of at the very end as, oh, people found out she was a woman and still a badass. You don't have to be a dude. And she made her way through the ranks that way. So that's the part that's going to be bothering me, is that it doesn't seem from the teaser trailer that it's going to be following the proper story. So I don't know. Jen says, grow some balls, Disney. Do it in Chinese. They would lose so much money. I know people who will not watch it solely because the movie has subtitles.
Mandarin or Cantonese? What we talk about?
So it's they're never gonna do that.
Mm-mm.
Ever.
They might
it
do
will
a
fall so
DVD
hard.
special feature.
Yeah,
Do
maybe.
Like that.
I mean, they do have movies like that where they shoot the scene twice. I can't think of the specific instance of it where they shoot the scene twice, where they do it one in this country and in this language, and then they do it one in American.
Drunken Master.
No, it wasn't Drunken. I mean, I'm not saying that wasn't one, but it's a different movie reference that I'm thinking of. So, Jen says Cantonese, duh. So, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would thoroughly enjoy that, and I would love a subtitled movie, but majority of the populace would not. Americans don't like to read. It's just not something they do.
They don't like to read?
Yeah, they don't like to read. Reading is real hard. So, I mean, I'm interested to see how it is. I really hope that it follows it more than the teaser trailer made it seem. Because if they don't do that, it defeats the whole, big purpose of the movie. The father who's already in military, and he's getting redrafted basically to go fight in a war, and doesn't have a son, so the daughter goes in, pretends to be a son. If you guys don't know this already, I'm sorry, your life is terrible.
Spoilers.
But yeah, I mean, that's the biggest part of the movie, really. So, I hope they don't screw that up. But from the fighting scenes, it looks like legit. It's going to be some legit,
It looks like Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah, I could roll with that. So, hopefully they get that part right. We shall see. But that's it for SLYK Tube. Up next is the Craft Brew.
In review.
Oh, wait, really quick. Jen says the Chinese box office blows the USA out of the water. That's why they keep making Transformers movies. Yes. Well, considering there's a crap ton of them, that's not surprising. But Disney's American, and that's going to always be their target audience. I need to find another term for American. When you say American, we're not including North and South. We all know that.
A USAer?
Yeah, a user. A user. Oh, we're users. We'll just call it users. They make more money appealing to them. I don't know. Google wants to know your location, JP. Where are you? Yeah, I mean, you can't argue that, but still, it's the interesting concept. So, Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't be against this. I would totally be up for that. Anyways, craft brew review. We have been drinking from Firestone Walker Brewing Company, the Union Jack IPA. So this beer is gross.
Yeah.
JP's gonna talk about it, unless he agrees with me, in which case it's just gross. I don't like the flavor of the hops. I don't think it blended well. This is not a good beer. It's a 1.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to. I'm gonna finish it because I'm getting more used to IPAs, but even as getting used to IPAs, which is sucky that you have to say that, it's not good.
Not my favorite of the IPAs either.
It's like it
I thought it would have
tastes
done
the way I imagine a dirty sock would taste with beer in it. So less than impressed. I'm sorry. I hate to bash on this one, but it is not a good one for me. I'll tell you about it in a sec there, Lucifer. So it's pretty good beer, or pretty bad beer, not pretty good. Yeah, it's a 1 out of 5 for me for the Union Jack IPA. I'm totally up for trying more from Firestone. I always am from multiple people, but I am not impressed. Not impressed by any means. So 1.
2.5.
2.5? Okay.
Not really impressed with it. You don't get any of the pineapple or any of the a little bit of citrus.
There's no other flavor. It's just hops. There's no other flavor or depth to this beer for me. I mean, that's not saying how it is for you, but there's nothing else, man. It sucks. I'm sad. This is the first beer I think that Liz has sent us that I didn't like.
Well, she didn't choose them specifically. She doesn't really have a palate for beer either.
That's true.
It's in China. They have over 74,000 screens. That's 2016. In America, it's only 39,000 screens.
Yep. I mean, that's how it goes when you have an extremely overpopulated region.
Yeah. So if a movie just does well in China solely,
because it exists.
Yeah. We do pretty well.
Yeah. So, in traditional fashion, we are going to round up 2.
All right.
So, we'll round up to a 2. 1.752. Fuck it. We'll do 2. So, that's a 2 for the Union Jack IPA from Firestone Walking Brewing Company. Don't get me wrong. I have had truly gnarly and disgusting IPAs. I would be totally interested to see what else someone else would think of this beer. So, let us know if you've had this before and what your opinion is. But you can follow us there on Untapped, where we score our beers and share our thoughts with others. Huh?
That one.
Yes, that one. I was like,
where
ceiling fan?
It's right there. Up top.
So, yeah. Follow us on there Untapped as SLYK Radio. JP's on there.
Jay Pizzletron.
And Shell's on there, Shell Shock Cosplay. So make sure you check that out. Let's take that picture. Bam! Photos. Square. Pano. That's a butt. Flip it. There we go. Beer. So yeah. Okay. So Jen says Derek has had it before and he likes it a bit. Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just unimpressed. I would be interested knowing that giving a little more of something that your flavor profile would like. I almost want to be like, okay, we didn't like this IPA. We're going to send one to Derek and see what he thinks.
Derek, what do you think? It's all right.
It's all right.
Thanks, Derek.
I would totally be up for that. It's like, what's this is our show. What does Derek think of this beer? It's all right. Okay, fantastic. I enjoy this. I would thoroughly enjoy that. All right. Now, Daddy Lucifer has a question for us. If you were opposite gender for 1 year, what would be the first thing you do? And I always have the same answer. Whenever I've been asked that, I would masturbate and finish as many times in one day as I possibly could until everything went numb and or started bleeding.
And see how many like free drinks I could get, or free meals I could get in a day.
Ooh, that'd be a good one. Wait, is it like, okay, it says opposite gender. We're gonna dive into this. We're gonna say the opposite gender that looks like what would be as the
Atypical.
pre-atypical feminine sex. So yes, that's what I would do. Yeah, I'd be good with that.
Just like being a DJ.
Constantly, I want to know what that's like. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, you can do that multiple times in a day, but like one after the other, after the other, after the other, until like your
There's
brain
like-
pops.
There's like a lot of women say they could just masturbate by crossing their legs. Like, oh, it's true.
I want to know. I want to feel the magic.
Says a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. You're allowed to do that. You're allowed to do that. We'll just call Derek next time. We need Derek's number and be like, Derek, thoughts.
Or we just have like picture of him doing thumbs up or thumbs down. Derek, what do you think of it? And then just flash it on the screen. Derek says he likes it.
There we go. I like the whole concept we're going with here. Derek, I'm gonna need a photo of you doing a thumbs up and a thumbs down, and then like one we're going. This will be good. This will be solid. So yeah. But yes, all that fun, interesting stuff has ended our show on a very weird note about masturbation, but that's okay because it's slick, and we like to slick a bit.
Could have ended on 7-Eleven.
Well, no, I'm not telling that story. It's a bad story that puts me in a worse light. Anyways, guys, you know what? That's it for our show. Thanks for listening. Don't forget we put out an episodes every Thursday at 9:30 Mountain Standard Time right here on usually Facebook, but also on Twitch and YouTube at SLYK Radio.
And when you see us roll through your feeds, make sure to finger box that subscribe button, smash them likes, and become one of our Sly Knights.
Yeah. Oh, really quick. Jen says, it's an example of an IPA from the first wave of popular examples of the style. So it's imbalanced by design, heavy on the hops, like Dogfish Head used to do. That was solid.
By design.
Also,
Okay.
I like their 120 minute from Dogfish Head. I thought that was solid.
Didn't like the 60 minute though.
60 minutes sucked. 60 minute was gross and gnarly. The 120 minute was smooth. It was exceptional. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it goes. I mean, if you're not picky about your beers, you're not really, you haven't had enough beers yet.
You're an alcoholic.
You're an alcoholic.
And you should seek help.
Yep. All right, guys. You know what? SLYK, is not responsible for anything ever.
Produced by SLYK Solutions somewhere in Colorado.
And SLYK Radio is completely weightless.
Like your opinion.
Just kidding.
We care.
But your government doesn't.
Don't you forget it.
We love you guys. Have an absolutely fantastic evening. And make sure you follow us throughout the week where we will be posting stuff, hopefully on Facebook, if they are accepting things.
Still loading.
Still loading. I'm going to try to get this off of YouTube or Twitch, and I'll post it to Facebook so people can interact with us. So sad.
It's been a weird week.
So sad. I know. Facebook did that whole bullshit thing. It was like you couldn't see pictures and shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Dumb.
I'm just gonna like this.
Yep. Alright, anyways, love you guys. Have an absolutely fantastic evening, and we hope you do cool, awesome things with your lives. And when you do, send us photos. Because we like you. Later, guys.
Bye.